Next point is file types. So you see different types of files are available in our system. So suppose you consider your mobile phone. So in your mobile phone, different types of files are available. So there are different types of images, there are different types of videos, then different types of PDF files or Excel file, Word file that are also stored on your mobile phone. So there are different types of files available in a system. So in Linux, which types of file types are supported? So let's see what in Windows operating system. See on the desktop different types of files. Okay, so this is the Word file, this is PDF file, this is another zip file. So different file types are available in Windows operating system, and that files are stored on the different locations, or we can store the files, that means different file types at one location in Windows operating system. But in Linux operating system, there are allocated directories, and in that directories the files are stored. Then that files have a different types. So that types are, first one is regular file. That means which types of files are comes under regular file. Then it contains a normal files such as text file, data file, or executable files. So it have the files having text file or data file. That means the file which contains a data, म्हणजे अशी फाईल की ज्याच्यामध्ये डेटा आहे किंवा टेक्स्ट फाईल असेल तर टेक्स्ट फाईल ही सुद्धा रेग्युलर फाईलच्या अंडर येते. फॉर एक्झाम्पल तुम्ही नोटपॅड मध्ये एखादा फाईल क्रिएट केलेली असेल, दॅट फाईल इज कम्स अंडर रेग्युलर फाईल. Okay, so suppose there is any Word document, so I'm using this Word file, so this is also a data file and it comes under a regular file. म्हणजे ज्याच्यामध्ये डेटा स्टोअर असतो किंवा टेक्स्ट स्टोअर असतो, तर अशा फाइल्स म्हणजे कोणत्या, तर रेग्युलर फाइल्स. देन अनदर वन इज directory file. So directory file that are list of other files. Directory files means it contains another files or a list of files. So let's see where is the directory. So see this, these are the folders. Folders are called as a directory. Okay, and some of the directory have another directory as well as different files. Okay, मी जर हा folder open केला, so see this folder have the another folder. Okay, and that folder have another folders, that means directories and files. Okay, म्हणजे डिरेक्टरी मध्ये अजून आपण डिरेक्टरी स्टोअर करू शकतो ॲज वेल ॲज डिफरंट फाइल्स स्टोअर करू शकतो. दॅट इज कॉल्ड ॲज अ डिरेक्टरी फाईल. देन अनदर वन इज character special file. So character special file, it is denoted by capital D, which is directory file. Then regular files are not denoted by any of the symbol. Then character files are denoted by letter C. Okay, then character special files are those device file that read or writes one character at a time, like terminal. Okay, म्हणजे कॅरेक्टर स्पेशल फाईल मध्ये काय डिस्क्रिप्शन आहे किंवा डिस्क्रिप्टिव्ह आहे की त्याच्यामध्ये दिस इज character special files are device files and that reads or writes one character at a time. That means at a time आपण one character लिहू शकतो किंवा one character read करू शकतो from that file, which is called as a character special file. Then next type is block special file. So block special file is denoted by capital B, and these are the physical devices which read or write data one block at a time, like hard disk, floppy, CD, pen drive, etc. So it is related to the blocks. So it is called as a block special files, and it is related to the physical devices which read or write the data. That means one block at a time. Then another one is symbolic link files. So symbolic link files are denoted by capital L. So a symbolic link is a logical file that is another name given to a file, and it can be somewhere else in the system. So these are the logical files, and these are not stored in the file system. These are somewhere in a system. So see how that files types are identified. So I'm showing you directly how that file types are identified. Okay, so with that, I'm going to show you the file attribute. After that, I'm show you these 2 points directly. So there are three main file attributes. So in that, first one is read, that are also called as a permission. File attributes are also called as a file permission. Okay, so in that, first one is read permission, then second one is write permission, and third one is execute permission. Read permission is denoted by small r. Then write permission is denoted by small w, and execute permission is denoted by small x. Okay, so suppose any of the user have a permission of read, then it have the value r. If any of the user have a permission to write, then it has a permission w. And suppose that user can execute the file or do any of the another work into that file, then execute permission is assigned to that user, and it is denoted by x. So there are three types of users. In that, first one is user, that means the group, and owner. जे युजर, दॅट मीन्स सिस्टीम मध्ये जे युजर्स असतील तर त्या युजर्सना काय परमिशन असणार आहे. सपोज सिस्टीम मध्ये ग्रुप्स असतील तर त्या सपोज दॅट ग्रुप्स हॅव विच टाइप्स ऑफ परमिशन्स फॉर द पर्टिक्युलर फाईल, त्या फाईलला कोणत्या परमिशन्स असाइन केलेल्या आहेत तर त्या याच्यामध्ये शो होतात. सो लेट सी, आय एम गोइंग टू शो यू डिरेक्टली. So open in terminal. First of all, I'm already show you the commands, basic commands. In that, the basic command, one of the basic command is ls. Okay, so ls command is used to show all the files in the system. Then ls-l, so it shows all the files that are in this folder. So I'm using the another option, that is ls-la. Okay, so see this ls-la. A means hidden files. Hidden files are also shown by using the option A. So here only the two files are shown here. Then here different hidden files are also shown here. So let's see where are the file types mentioned. See this regular files are denoted by dash. Okay, regular files are denoted by dash. Directory files are denoted by D. Character special files are denoted by C. Block special files are denoted by B, and symbolic link files are denoted by L. So let's see where are that types are mentioned. So see this first option, it is a D. So D stands for directory. So in this desktop directory, it have the two directories, that is this is first and this is second, and the another options have only dash. So dash stands for regular files. Okay, so here there are three regular files and two directory files that are comes under this directory. Okay, so in which directory, let's see the path. So in this directory, that means in home directory, then in home CS lab directory, in CS lab directory another one is desktop, and in desktop directory there are these two directories as well as these three regular files are available. So like that, this first character mention the file types. Okay, आता हे फाइल टाइप फाइलचं नेम काय आहे तर hello, but it is the regular file. Okay, so this is C desktop dash effect, sorry, this is dot dot, that are the directory files available in this directory. Okay, and the next part, which is file attribute, in that read, write and execute. So see this here. See this, after D character, it have the options, that is RWX, R-X and R-X. So let's see what are the meaning of that. Here first one is RWX. This is first one. It is the combination of three, RWX, R-X and R-X. So you can use any of the combination of these permissions as you want. Okay, so let's see, this first one is for user. So let's see. Suppose one of the user in the system that won't have a permissions of RWX. That means सिस्टीम मध्ये जे युजर्स असणार आहेत तर त्या युजर्सना मी परमिशन कोणती दिलेली आहे. सपोज मी एक फाईल लिहिलेली आहे हेलो. ओके, आणि या फाईलला कोणत्या परमिशन्स असणार आहेत आणि कोणत्या युजर्सना असणार आहेत. तर हेलो फाईल ही मी क्रिएट केलेली आहे. दॅट मीन्स I am an owner of that file, so I have all the permissions related to this file. So owner have a permission RWX. That means I can read the data from the hello file, then write the data in the hello file, and I am execute the hello file. So I am an owner of that file, so I have all the permission, that is RWX. Then there are another users in the system, so I want to give only the read permission. Then use R, and another one is dash dash. That means I only give the read permissions to the another users for this particular file. And group means I only give the read and write permission to the group members, but that group members cannot execute these files. So these are the permissions which is given. So these permissions are like this. See this. This is first 3.1, then second 3.1, and this is third 3.1. So these are given here like this. Okay, so these are the file attributes that are also called as file permission. Okay. Then there are different types of commands that are related to the file that we already studied. Just like creating a file, then copying a file, moving a file. Moving means renaming a file. So that types of commands we already studied. So there is no need to repeat this. Suppose you want to study that, then see the previous videos of our lecture. Then the next point is backup and compression. So these are the last 2 points from unit 2nd. So I'm going to cover this point. Next point is backup. So all of you know about the backup. So suppose your system is going to damage, and if backup is not taken from the system, then your all data from the system is going to remove, or it is not recovered. So there is a need to take a backup of the data from the system. So in Linux operating system, there is a facility which is given to take a backup of your system by using different commands. Okay, so backups are taken by using different commands. CPIO, then TAR, then UFS, dump. So these commands are used to take a backup from the system. Okay, so in that CPIO command is used for single or multiple file backups and take backup special character files. So use of the different commands is different. In that first one is CPIO. So CPIO command is used for single or multiple files backup. Okay, and all of you, this is the first command which is used for taking a backup. Then the another command is TAR. TAR command is used for, it is also used for single or multiple files backup. Okay, and it creates a file data.tar having contents of the directories that you do the backup file of the directories. So let's see what are the syntax of that file. For example, dash okay, so here this directory is going to backup in this file, that is data.tar. So all the data from these directories are stored in this tar file, that is backup file. Then the next one is UFS dump. So this UFS dump command is used to take complete file system backup. Okay, म्हणजे सिस्टीम म्हणजे लिनक्स ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टीम मध्ये जेवढे काही फाइल्स असतील, फाईल सिस्टीम म्हणजेच काय तर लिनक्स सिस्टीम सॉरी ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टीम मध्ये जी फाईल सिस्टीम यूज केली जाते आणि त्या फाईल सिस्टीम नुसार डेटा काय होत असतो, स्टोअर होत असतो. तर याच्यामध्ये जी काही ओव्हरऑल फाईल सिस्टीम आहे तर त्याचा कंप्लीट बॅकअप याच्यामध्ये घेतला जातो बाय युजिंग UFS dump command. Okay, so these are the backup files, or how to take a backup. And the next point is compression. So there is a difference between backup and compression. So compression means, suppose there is a file and it have a maximum size. Suppose I want to send this folder or a directory. For example, see, this is a folder HTML practical and I want to send it over an email. But in that file, there are another different files are available. So see this, in this folder 52 files are available. So there is impossible to send this or select this individually and send it over an email. So there is another option. I just compress this file. Okay, so there are different options are available to compress this file and create one copy and send it over an email. Okay, so I just do add to archive. That means I want to create is compressed file. So I just select this zip file. Okay, and see this zip file is created here. Okay, and I select this only one file and send over an email. Okay, या ही कॉम्प्रेस करून घेतलेली फाईल आहे. सो I can send it over an email. So this is the compressed file of this डिरेक्टरी. ओके, ही एक डिरेक्टरी आहे आणि ह्याची ही कॉम्प्रेस फाईल आहे. तर त्याच टाईपमध्ये लिनक्समध्ये सुद्धा आपण काय करू शकतो तर कॉम्प्रेशन करू शकतो. सो देर आर दी अनदर डिफरंट कमांड्स आर यूज्ड फॉर कॉम्प्रेशन. So let's see what are that commands. In that first one is bzip2. So bzip2 is the command and it provides the compression of a file. So compression of a file is done here. So see the syntax of this. Suppose I want to do the compression on this file, then this command is used here. Only assign the name of a file to this command. Okay, फाईलचं नेम इथे फक्त प्लेस करायचं असतं. And the another one is gzip. So gzip is also used to do the compression on a file, and it uses a syntax like bzip. Okay, so gzip command is used like this, and it compress some of the file which is given here. bzip2 have an extension bz2. Okay, जी फाईल क्रिएट होईल तर त्याचं एक्सटेन्शन हे bz2 असणार आहे आणि gzipचं जे काही एक्सटेन्शन असणार आहे तर ते gz एक्सटेन्शन असणार आहे. ओके, सो हियर युनिट सेकंड इज ओव्हर. So if you have any query in this points, then tell me. Okay, otherwise mention your roll number in chat box.